We are actively processing the scene at Club Q. Initial evidence and interviews indicate that the suspect entered Club Q and immediately began shooting at people inside as he moved further into the club. While the suspect was inside of the club, at least 2 heroic people inside the club confronted and fought with the suspect and were able to stop the suspect from continuing to kill and harm others. We owe them a great debt of thanks. At least 2 firearms were found at the scene. We are still working to identify the firearms and who they belong to, but I can confirm that the suspect used a long rifle during the shooting. Detectives are also looking to identify if there were any other individuals who assisted the suspect. The motive of the crime is part of the investigation, and whether this was a hate crime is part of that investigation.
Rowdy Nation TV, welcome back to the channel. Do me a favor, click that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so anytime I drop a video, you guys can be notified. Let's get to it. Okay, first things first. Who is Anderson Lee Aldridge? Now, this suspect right here in Colorado nightclub shooting had a previous major run-in with the police before this happened. We're going to talk about that. We're going to get into it. Now, the police have identified the suspect as in Saturday night's deadly attack at an LGBTQ nightclub in Colorado as Anderson Lee Aldridge, a 22-year-old with the previous run-ins with the law. Now, Aldridge is accused of firing upon patrons at Club Q in Colorado Springs, killing at least 5 and injuring at least 18. Here we go again. We just can't get out of these mass shootings, and they'll just happen on a regular basis, right? He had previously been arrested in June 2021 for making multiple bomb threats and refusing to surrender to police. Now, all that tells me that this brother, this little young dude right here, he got a lot of mental health issues. I can tell just by getting into this article right here. Now, police received reports from Aldridge's mother on June 18th, 2021, stating that Aldridge was threatening to cause harm to her with a homemade bomb, multiple weapons, and ammunition. Now, that's according to the El Paso Sheriff's Department. Now, his mother, who told police, who didn't want to be identified by name, told authorities she was not sure whether her son was investigated by the police and was and discovered that he was holed up inside a nearby home. Now, they contacted Aldridge by phone, but he refused to surrender. Now, this is during the first incident that happened with him threatening his mother, you know, and talking about blowing up all these different places and stuff. Now, officers were eventually able to get Aldridge to comply. However, he walked out of the home into police custody. Officers searched both his mother's home and the home Aldridge had been found in, but found no weapons of explosives. Now, that's kind of telling right there that this young man at the age of 22, he's only 22, and he's walked into this nightclub, killed 5 people, and injured 18. Now, they're saying luckily because of 2 patrons who seen this guy and got a hold of him before he could do any more damage to the people at that nightclub. They're calling these 2 patrons heroes. And I agree, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, whatever your differences or whatever you have, whatever your belief systems may be, come on, people. We're living in a world where you can just walk into a club and just with a long rifle. He had a long rifle and he just opened fire amongst these people in this crowd. Luckily, some people took action and they grabbed him. I think they did better than what the Uvalde Police Department did. You know what I'm saying? For those, what was it? How many kids down there? 19 or 20 kids they got killed down there? These 2 people who are not police took action and apprehended this suspect until the police arrived. Now, Aldridge has now been taken into custody for the shooting at the Q Club, and like they said before, 2 heroic patrons were able to subdue him before the police had got there. My condolences go out to the people at that club down there in Colorado Springs, man. Every day we wake up to all these different aspects of violence that goes on in our community, and I don't know how people can condone this type of behavior, man. I think the Justice Department, this dude should get handled by the Justice Department and get everything that he deserved. And if that it's being the death penalty, I don't want to hear nothing about him being too young, he not to know what he was doing, and about his childhood and all this and that. We all have bad childhoods. Everybody go through something. Everybody got a story. And this is just, just apparently, everybody knew this dude, this little kid had some problems. Just look at his record. He's only 22. This happened in what? 2018, 2019. That's only about 3 years ago. That he should be in jail, man, or at least in some kind of mental facility, right? Rowdy Nation TV, man, click that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so anytime I drop a video, you guys can be notified. We out.